Hello, future engineers. There is a video in hydraulics, particularly on the topic hydrostatic pressure on plane or curved surfaces. Here is the problem. I want to share this with you. I hope that you will be able to understand the principle and solutions. Thereby, when you're confronted with when you are confronted with the same type of problem, you will be able to solve those problems. An automatic gate is designed to open when the water rises to a certain level h. It is hinged at the top and rests on the smooth horizontal floor. The weight W of 1000 kilonewtons acts as shown. So determine this level h. The gate is 2 meters wide into the screen. So here is the figure. This is the gate and it is 4 meters here. It's not mentioned there, but the length here is 4 meters, and therefore the center of gravity of the gate is 2 meters from the hinge A or 2 meters from B. So 4 meters, and it is 2 meters wide, so the area is 2 by 4, so it is 8 square meters. So let's now apply the force which acts at the center of pressure as shown at the distance E along the plane of the plate. So this distance, because that's 2 meters, 2 sine of 60 degrees is square root of 3 meters. Therefore, this is the vertical distance to the centroid of area, HG, and HG is equal to H minus square root of 3. The force F is equal to specific weight of water, then Hg, then area, which I already mentioned 8. Now, we sum up moments about point A, and the gate is about to open when there is no reaction here at B. It is about to open, so there should be no reaction at B. So the last plan is to sum up moments about A. So the equation is F times quantity 2 plus E is equal to W, and it is, because this is 1.5, the moment arm of the weight, which is 1000 kilonewtons, is this horizontal distance, which is 1.5 cosine of 60. So again, F is specific weight of water, Hg times area. So that would be gamma of water, h minus square root of 3, area is 8 as mentioned, 4 by 2 perpendicular to the board. Then F is equal to 8 gamma of water times quantity h minus square root of 3. So we sum up moments about A equals 0. So F times quantity 2 plus E is equal to W times 1.5 cosine of 60. Simplifying, F uh, that's 2 meters also. Simplifying, F times 2 plus E equals 750. This is the working equation. Then E is equal to IGX sine theta over area HG. That's the formula derived in the principles in hydrostatic pressure on plane surfaces. For those who are new in my channel, you might ask where this formula come from. This formula comes from the derivation on the principles of hydrostatic pressure on plane surfaces. And for those students, you should also be familiar with these equations. So IGX is BH cubed over 12 sine theta, because the gate is inclined 60 degrees, theta is 60 degrees, area BH, then HG. So if you simplify that, that results to height of rectangle square sine theta over 12 HG. You might also ask this. All the formulas I derive specially for common plane areas. So substituting height of rectangle is 4. 4 square sine of 60 divided by 12 times quantity h minus square root of 3. And simplifying, that's that E is 2 square root of 3 over all over 3 quantity H minus square root of 3. Substitute into our working equation. So 8, 9.81 quantity H minus square root of 3 times quantity 2 plus E, that's E equals 750. Distrib Before we distribute, we divide 750 by quantity 8 times 9.81 and distribute this. So we have 2H minus 2 square root of 3, then plus 2 square root of 3 over square root of 3 equals 3125 over 327. Finally, we can now solve for H. H is equal to 5.993 meters. Then for the second part, we have this problem. What should be the distance of the top of the vertical circular gate of diameter D, where one side is in contact of a liquid, so that the force on the lower half is 10% greater than the force on the upper half. So this is the figure for us to analyze. We are looking for this H here, and the condition is the force acting at the center of pressure on the lower half of this circular uh, plate or gate is 10% greater than that force on the upper half. So our working equation is F2, not acting at G2, but just a little bit below, as well as F1 acting just a little bit below G1. So F2 is equal to 1.1 of F1. That's the working equation. And since F is specific weight Hg times area, F2 is gamma of any liquid. Hg2 is the distance from the free surface of the liquid to the centroid of area 2. That is from the figure h, small h, plus half of d, 0.5d. This distance is 4r over 3 pi. 4r over 3 pi, replacing r by diameter over 2. So that's reduces to 4 2d over 3 pi. Then equals 1.1 of F1. F1 is uh, gamma of any liquid. Then H is Hg1 is H plus 0.5d. Then we go up minus 2d over 3 pi. So that is gamma times quantity H plus 0.5d plus 2d over 3 pi times area. Area of the lower half, I just call it A. Area of the upper half is also A. So equals 1.1 of gamma. Hg1 is H plus 0.5d, then minus going up 2d over 3 pi, which is 4r over 3 pi times A. Cancelling out A and simplifying, this would be H gamma and area cancel. So H plus 0.71221d equals 1.1 of quantity H plus 0.28779d. Simplifying further, combining like terms, that would be the result. Then we can now solve for H in terms of D, and it is equal to 3.956d. So that's it for this video.